yesterday. I knew you were my pet. I wanna tell you how much I love you. Come with me, my love, to the sea of love. I wanna tell you how much I love you.
Anyway,
I'm a respectable woman who bore 2 children.
Mrs. A. Sorry. Can't ever get that right. Jesus. I think I can borrow $20.
Oh, I think you probably could, but from whom is a better question.
Well, from you, Ms. A.
And the money I gave you last week, Albert, what happened to that?
You gonna call me that? Albert? It's not... Nobody calls me that.
I call you that.
Can't you call me Itchy like everybody else?
Itchy is not a name, it's a skin condition.
Ms. A.
Like eczema or dermatitis.
I don't know what those are.
They aren't names. Albert is your name, so I will call you Albert. If you go to the courthouse and have your name legally changed to Itchy, please let me know.
Slow boat, huh?
It's nice of you to join me.
I never do get seasick.
No, you are a very easy traveling companion, Albert. So, $20.
I'm out of stuff, Ms. A.
What kind of stuff, Albert?
You know, like, cleaning stuff. Like Mr. Clean and, Mrs. Clean? I mean the whole Clean family, you know?
I would be happy to lend you cleaning supplies, Albert.
Oh, that's okay. My mom, she...
Is gazing down on you right now, isn't she?
I don't really go to church.
Well, it's not church, it's logistics. You have to go somewhere when you die. Either you stay in the dirt and get eaten by bugs and wish you were up above, or you ascend into heaven and look down on those you left behind. Do you think your mother is being eaten by bugs right now, Albert?
No, ma'am. I wouldn't even want to think that.
Well, then don't think that. Think the other.
You really believe on all that? You think that when you die, you go to heaven or go to hell?
I don't think that death is a requirement for a stay in hell.
Think she's watching me the second?
Every second. That's what good mothers do.
Oh.
Ma? Ma? Earth to Ma! Will you come in, please? It's dark out here, and this isn't exactly the best neighborhood anymore. No offense, Twitchy.
Itchy?
Albert. Would you come in? Jeopardy's on, and I know how you feel about Alex Trebek.
I'm taping it.
You're not taping it, Ma. There are no tapes anymore.
She meant recording it. She doesn't like all the commercials.
Thank you. I know what she meant. I'm not even going to ask about the lettuce. Even though Mr. Ernesto was called twice to complain about it.
I do not kowtow to the likes of Ernest Ernesto. Ridiculous name.
Twice, Ma. But see, this is me picking my battles. It's called being nice.
It's called choosing the path of least resistance. I blame your father for writing this personality into the strip. He predetermined this with his pen and his ink.
Don't start. Not tonight. I've had a long day, and I just want to... Would you come in, please?
It's rude not to answer the phone, Charlotte.
Criminy.
And if it's your friend with all the names, tell her we don't want to take any off her hands. We have plenty of our own. She should take the extras to Goodwill. Downtrodden people aren't so particular. Mary Louise Mencken Loomis. You ever heard of such a name? She has twice as many as decent folks. She should just be Mary Mencken and leave it at that.
Or Louise Loomis. Or just Louise Miss. You know, like Louise plus the...
Yes, I understand what you meant. That would be a good name. I'm sure she's talking about me, that horrible four-named woman.
It might just be Mr. Ernesto again.
Oh, no, he's looking at us out his window.
So, what you said before, Miss Charlotte used to strip? Like, for money?
Albert, what are you talking about?
You said her pop made her strip because of her personality.
I was talking about a comic strip. You know, comic strip as in the newspaper. Her father wrote a very famous one about a little boy and his dog. Charlotte's named after him.
After the dog?
The boy! Albert, why are you asking these ridiculous questions?
I don't really read the paper.
Charlotte and her brother are both named after characters in the strip. It was quite famous. It was beloved. It's still beloved, Albert.
Sorry, Ms. A.
Of course, it didn't work out. He loved me desperately, too desperately. Whenever someone loves you too much, or life is too good, it's bound to turn sour. You know who I mean, of course. Charlotte's brother's name was Linus.
I thought it was Lenny.
Well, it was Leonard, but we called him Linus.
Oh.
After the comic strip. The Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Charles Schultz, Albert. Charles Schultz is Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Charlotte and Linus's father was Charles Schultz.
The Great Pumpkin movie, like when I was a kid.
Wow. Yes. Well, I probably shouldn't have told you, but I knew you'd figure it out eventually.
You're giving him money? Oh, I don't believe this.
Off the phone with Mary Louise Lola Brigida.
This is Lenny all over again.
We called him Linus.
We never called him that. Why would... Oh. The Charles Schultz thing again? Jesus.
Charlotte, do not take the name of the Lord in vain.
Did she tell you that my father was Charles Schultz Twitchy?
Itchy.
Albert.
Is that what she said?
We talk about a lot of things.
And you're giving him money? What do you think he's going to do with it?
Albert is a good boy.
I'm good for the money, Charlotte.
Look, I don't have anything against you. I'm sure you're a okay guy, but you're not good for my ma, and I gotta look out for her.
A 10-minute conversation with Miss Four Names, and suddenly you're an expert on the emotional needs of the whole world?
I wasn't talking to Mary Louise.
Horrible woman.
And what is it exactly the two of you are doing out here with all this? I mean, the chairs and the lettuce, setting up some kind of street corner tossed salad stand.
It's just make-believe, Miss Charlotte. We weren't hurting anything.
Could you just give us a minute? Go and use your $20 for whatever you were going to use it for.
You don't have to go, Albert.
I'll see you later, Miss A. Oh, Mrs. A. Miss Charlotte.
That was rude.
Ma, you gotta stop this.
Albert is a sweet-natured boy.
He's not a boy, and what was the money for?
He said he needed cleaning supplies.
Yeah, right. There's a reason they call him Itchy, you know.
He has a bit of a skin problem.
No, he has a bit of a drug problem, which you of all people should recognize.
We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, no. Of course not, because we never talk about anything. That was Dad on the phone, not Charles Schultz. Dad. Franklin Forrest Abernathy, DDS. Ring a bell? He called because he was worried about you. He heard you've been acting strangely.
You called your father about me?
No, you're not listening to me. He called me. Oh, you told the Charles Schultz story to Mrs. Bailey last week, Ma. Mrs. Bailey, who was at your one and only wedding. Dad cleans her teeth. And Mr. Ernesto's and practically everyone else on this block. You've got to stop making this shit up.
Charles Schultz was a decent man.
Great. That is wonderful for him and his family, of which I am not a part.
Your brother.
Lenny was not a part of his family either.
Linus!
We never called him that. Oh, I'm sure his druggy friends gave him some perfectly ridiculous street name, but it sure as hell wasn't Linus. Oh!
It's just a bit of make-believe, Charlotte. Just to get me through the day. Just pretend and make-believe. Harmless, Charlotte. Harmless.
Whatever you say. What are you doing? Ma. Just leave it. Some animal will be all too happy to come and drag it away later. Ma! Oh, God, enough already!
You have no idea what this is like.
So tell me. I give up. You hear that, Mr. Ernesto? No more phone calls. I can't make her stop doing whatever the hell it is she wants to do. I give up.
You have no idea.
Because you won't tell me. still won't tell me.
You have no idea what it is to lose a child. You have no idea. Infant, toddler, teenager, adult. You lose every bit of them. You lose their baby coos and their I love yous and their help me ma and give me $20, ma. So you give them $20 every chance you get, even though you know what it's going to be used for. Because you just want them to know that they are loved. And you don't know how else to do it when they can't see it anymore. You have no idea what it is to lose a child.
You have no idea what it's like to lose your mother. And then to have to sit across from her every night at the dinner table. You have no idea what it's like to count down the minutes until Jeopardy. Because you know that sitting next to her for that half an hour on the couch is going to be the most and the best quality time you share with her all day. I'm sorry Lenny's gone, Ma. But he died a long time ago. I think he died the first time he ever stuck a needle in his arm. I know you did. It wasn't the last time that killed him. It was the first time. And every time after that. He disappeared slowly and he took you with him. Dad couldn't take it, so he left. And now there's just me. I'm still here, Ma. I've always been here, and I
miss
don't
our family.
I do too. We worked better when it was the four of us, when we were on a set. We don't make sense as individual pieces. Mary Louise thinks that we
What
should...
does she know about it?
If you would just let me finish.
I don't care to know what that woman thinks.
Why do you hate her? You don't even know her.
I hear you talking to her, Charlotte. I hear what you say about me.
Yes, all right, I complain about you and this life we're living, if you can call it that. I need someone to talk to, Ma. I don't have anyone.
Sorry, I was looking for,
My mom.
yeah, I just wanted to give her back her change.
Change?
Yeah. I didn't need $20 after all.
Can I ask you something? Did you know my brother? Did you ever, see him around?
Yeah, I did. He was a real nice guy, Miss Charlotte.
Yeah, he was.
I want you to know something. Well, the night that Lenny, I was there. But I wasn't a part of all that though, Miss Charlotte. It was my cousin's house, and I was just... Anyway, when it happened, everybody was just standing around, staring, and I finally said, do something! Because he was just... So I called the ambulance.
You did? Thank you.
Your mom's always real nice to me, Miss Charlotte, and then Lenny was too. I couldn't just let him,
Thank you.
I'm sorry you didn't make it. the ocean and the boat.
The boat?
Yeah, your mom. See, she likes to pretend that this is the boat and this is the ocean. She likes to pretend that she's going to that island. You know where the turtles live?
The turtles?
Like from when you were in school.
We never went to see any turtles.
No, that's not right. It wasn't where you went. God, I'm sorry, Miss Charlotte. I'm so stupid sometimes. It was a report or a paper or something. She helped you with a report on some turtles or...
The Galápagos tortoises?
Yeah, that's it.
This was my 10th grade English research paper. I can't believe she remembers that.
She still has the paper somewhere. She said you got an A.
A+.
Anyway, she likes to pretend that she's going there. To that island where the turtles live.
She helped me write that report. She helped me with the research and the editing. Oh, I was so nervous about getting it all just right. I can remember sitting at the kitchen table with her and writing out all those stupid index cards and flipping through our old encyclopedias. And then Lenny would come and he'd snag the paper from the stack that Dad kept. And he tried to distract me by reading the comics out loud. Oh, he drove me nuts with that. He had a different voice for every one of the Peanuts characters. And he did this Linus impression. And we would laugh.
Sounds real nice.
It was. Lenny was a senior and Dad was still around and life was really good.
Your mom says that when life's too good, it's bound to sour.
Sounds about right. The money. Wasn't for cleaning supplies, was it?
It sort of was, I
I
guess.
can't have you around my mom.
I used it to buy cigarettes, Miss Charlotte.
Cigarettes?
Your mom told me I should keep my hands occupied, so they wouldn't get into trouble. Well, I know cigarettes aren't good for me, but
That's a vice I can live with.
don't tell your mom, okay? I think she thinks I'm buying lollipops.
Sure.
I wouldn't do anything. Your mom's real good to me, Miss Charlotte.
So, Albert came back and you chased him away again.
Not exactly. Is Jeopardy over?
Except for Final Jeopardy. Well, are you coming in?
I was thinking, Ma, that maybe I'd like to see the turtles too. Well, tortoises. The sun is so warm here.
Well, we're much closer to the equator.
Right. Of course.
Do you get seasick? Albert never gets seasick.
We'll see.
I dreamt I held you in
mistaken. So I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine.